People have been saying to me about how to start trading with £0 or very little money, because I know what it's like when you're first getting into this industry. You might be young, you might be 18, 19, or you might be older, but you just don't have that much money to put into it. So where do you start when you don't have much? Is trading only for people that have a lot of money, or how do I get going when I don't have much money? So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what I would do. And yeah, I hope you guys get value from this video. If you do, make sure you just like, comment, and subscribe. It would help the channel grow. And yeah, let's just get into it. So firstly, the first place I would start, because I know when I was 18, when I left school, I didn't have much money at all, and I knew I wanted to learn trading, and I had a lot of people telling me, you can only make money if you've got a lot of money, and there's no point starting if you haven't saved up X amount of money. And I was like, well, if I'd have took that advice, I wouldn't have got going in the first place. But number one, back when I started in 2017, there was resources on YouTube and websites, but now it's a lot more popular. So that's good and bad. So you need to navigate through the bad advice, because there's a lot more people doing it. There's a lot more bad advice, but there's also a lot more good advice. So if you don't have much money and you're struggling and you think, how do I get started, or how do I progress? I would say look on YouTube. Obviously, like my channel, you've probably come across, and you're giving tangible, good advice. And there's other channels maybe that talk about strategy, that talk about trading related concepts, and I would start there. Like I said, at 18, I didn't have much money at all to pay for courses, or I had a small account, so I looked at just going on YouTube, looking at advice, looking at traders live trading. Like I said, like similar channels to mine, where I'm just looking at people that have got experience and trying to take nuggets of information from them that I can learn from. So yeah, I would start there. Also with MetaTrader, when you download MetaTrader, as far as I'm aware, it's free. So you can get a demo account with them and just practice executing trades. You can do your analysis on MetaTrader, that's free. TradingView does cost after a certain period of time, but I've got a link down below which will give you a free trial to start with, and then I think you have to pay. I think I pay about £10 a month, so it's not massive amounts of money. It allows me to have two screens side by side. But if you don't have any money at all, you can do it on MetaTrader. It's not the best to analyze the markets, but at least you're still doing something. But like I said, TradingView, there's a free trial, so you could check that out. But yeah, I use TradingView, and I'm able to analyze my charts on TradingView, then execute on MetaTrader. So yeah, I would say start with YouTube, free websites. Also, we have a free community down below, because I wanted to make something where if you don't have loads of money, or you're new and you're not sure if you like trading, you can get around like-minded people for free and just be able to trade, talk about your issues, and we all get back with each other. So there's a link to a Discord down below. So just these things can help you get going and get started in the market. So I'd say use demo account. Or if you have a little bit of money, use that, but risk 1%. So I started with £500, which sounds like a lot, but that was literally all my money. But I knew that I was not going to lose all that money, or there was a high chance I wasn't going to lose all that money, because I risked 1% of my account. So I could just withdraw whatever I wanted if I needed to pay for something, but I would risk £5 per trade. So effectively, I had £500 in the account, but I was only trading with £5. So it's still literally no money. So if I made 3% that month, it was only £15. And if I lost 3%, I was down £15. So I used that money. I used that money so that I could trade a small amount. So I wasn't actually like risking £200 a trade or anything like that. So I would start there. There's a lot of resources nowadays. Free communities, like I said. YouTube, other ways to learn without having to spend loads of money. It's obviously difficult to start trading with zero money, so this video is about obviously not having much money at all and where I would start. So yeah, free community, I've got that down below, which could help a lot of you guys. There's obviously YouTube, a lot of good channels out there, and start with a demo account and just execute trades. That's what I did. I started with trading 212, and I think that was a very popular one at one point, and I was just getting used to it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just buying, selling, just seeing if I liked trading. Number two, this is now massively important, and this is what I would have done differently. Because you can find a lot of things on YouTube now, you can start with zero if you find good communities and get advice. What you need to have is strategy, though. You need to have clear mechanical rules, because for what I see, a lot of the time is a lot of traders are just trading randomly. They don't know if they've got a clear edge. They haven't backtested set rules. And by set rules, I mean you know exactly why, where, and how you're entering. You know what you have the same patterns that occur every time, and you have set entry rules, set targets, and set management rules. So it limits the amount of emotion. And you do the same thing day in, day out, because that way you can be consistent with the action, consistent with the process. So then hopefully if you've got a back-tested strategy that you know has the data long term, that gives you positive results. It gives you confidence that by taking that action, you'll get consistent results. But I see a lot of time people randomly buying, randomly selling, and I'm saying, is that part of your plan? Yeah, it is. But it's a completely different trade to what they took before. So it's important you need to have rules and strategy. Obviously, preferably you need to get into a community solely for the fact that they'll hold you accountable. The strategy is only a small part. You can learn the strategy. There's lots of different strategies, but it's learning why you're doing certain things and learning why you're reacting a certain way, and someone looking from an outside perspective saying, look, you did this, why did you do this? And then digging into why someone's doing it. But in terms of just actual buy-sell strategy, you can learn that on YouTube. I work part-time so I could build up a small account. So at that same time when I had that £500 account, I was working. So I built up the £500 account working part-time while I was in sixth form at school. And yeah, I would say just work part-time so you can save some money, because a lot of the time when you first start out, you're not going to be making much money when you're trading. When I was trading a £500 account, it was solely to learn the skill set, not to make money. Like I said, if I had a 3% month, I made £15. It's not much at all. But the 3%, I thought, if I can make 3% consistently on £500, once I have this skill set that I can acquire, like I can make 3% all the time or consistently. If that was 100,000 or 200,000, that's 3,000 or 6,000 pounds a month, as opposed to £15. So I was solely focused on learning the skill set, and that's what you should do. Don't look to flip it. Don't look to flip your account. Just look to get consistent on a smaller account. So whether you work part-time or whether you do something as well, make sure that you strive for consistency. And the next few months, all years, is like I said, is to get consistent. So I spent a large amount of time not making much money on a smaller account so that I knew I could get consistent. Like I said, a lot of people promote flipping accounts and growing their accounts and turning 100 or 500 into 100,000 or 10,000. It's just not realistic. It's just not going to happen. The chances, you're going to have a sequence of losses, and if you're over risking, you're going to blow all your gains. So yeah, strive for consistency on the smaller account. And like I said, too many people are placing road trades. You need to have a mechanical strategy. I didn't when I was learning, and that's why I was not making much progress. So once you have a set strategy, a set rules that you know has an edge in the market, you've then got to work to be consistent with that strategy. Lastly, once you're consistent, however long that would take, it took me a couple of years, but it could take someone 6 months, it could take someone 8 months, it could take someone 7 years. It varies, but when you're consistent, then you want to look to scale up your capital. And this is where the money's made, because you're not looking to risk or flip an account. You're looking to you're looking to acquire more capital so that the percentage that you're risking on that large amount of capital can make you a good living. So prop firms or own capital, obviously we're talking about not having much money. So the best use of money would be to go for a prop firm, which I know a lot of people in that community in the Discord are going for at the minute. And yeah, look to go for capital, maybe 100k, 200k, because like I said, once you've got the skill set on a smaller account, yes, psychologically it's different, and that's what you have to work on, because the numbers are a lot more, rather than 5, 10, 15 pounds floating up and down. £1,000, £2,000 are floating up and down. So yes, psychologically you've got to improve and learn. However, technically and skill set wise, it's the exact same trade, just a larger proportion of money. So once you've got the skill set, once you're consistent, then you've got to look to scale up. And yeah, you've got to hold yourself accountable. You've got to stay at peak performance. You've got to journal your trades. You've got to analyze what you did well. Was it a good trade? Was it a bad trade? Was it a winning trade? Was it a losing trade? But once you're in that position and you develop the skill set, it's all about scaling up. So that would be the steps I would take if you didn't have much money or starting with zero. You would learn on YouTube. Obviously, like I said, I've got the free Discord. That's a good place to start. If anyone wants to take it more seriously, I think you have to go for paid education. A lot of people have been saying to me, am I doing mentorship or paid education? No, not at this current moment in time. I'll give back by giving the free Discord, but I'm focused on my own personal trading and obviously helping with these videos. But so if you wanted to go for more paid education, if you did have more money, then there's probably some good companies out there. I can't recommend anyone because I'm not in a position. I don't know. The people I learnt from aren't around anymore. But I would say if you want to start with zero, or if you have zero, just £0 or very limited amount of money, start on YouTube. Start with a demo account. You can sign up with a demo account from a brokerage. Use MetaTrader 4. Start with it. Just look for Forex trading brokers and just trade a demo account just so you can practice executing trades. Then you want to learn some kind of strategy. You want to go on YouTube and scale, like learn some kind of strategy. There's lots of good information. Just have to navigate through. Obviously, if you had money, it's best to go for mentorship. That's what I would say. I would pay monthly to learn off somebody who knows what they're talking about. But like I said in this video, it's not about that. It's about where you would start. There's a lot of people that have spoken to me and said, I have zero money. Like, where will I start? So I would say, like I said, learn off YouTube for free. Use you can use TradingView, like I said, that free link, or you can just use MetaTrader, or there's probably some other free trading like platforms. I think I'm not sure if you can use TradingView for free. I think you have to pay. I'm not sure, but there's probably other charting packages that you can use. I know MetaTrader 4 is free, but it's not the best platform to analyze charts. But if you've got no money, you've got no choice. And then, get consistent, maybe work part-time so you can fund a £250 or £300 or £500, a small account, risk 1% so you're not going to blow all that account. If you have 5 losses in a row, you're down 5%, maybe then look to reassess. And then, look to scale up your capital. That's what I would say the route to go. Obviously, at that point, you should be gaining money from your part-time job or from, that you can put either into education or put into scaling up your account or put into a prop firm challenge once you're consistent. But that would be the process I would take, and I think it's important that people not to be put off from trading if they have £0 or literally zero money, because you can still learn the skill set. Yeah, you're a bit behind, but there's nothing you can do about that. You can still learn the skill set, you can still strive for consistency, you can still learn about strategy, psychology, you can still put the time and effort into learning until you get into a position where you have more money. So I hope you guys get value from this video and you enjoy this type of content. If you do, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.